Day weekend. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys had a great President's Day weekend. And hi, Jerry Knows in Norfolk. Thanks for joining. We're going to talk about LinkedIn today. So I hope everybody had a great President's Day weekend. And I know a lot of people are still on vacation because your kids are off from high school, right? My daughter is a lot older, so she's in college. We didn't get this week off, but anyway, we had a great 4 days in Key West. If anybody's been down there, Key West is great. If you haven't been down there, you should definitely get down there because it's beautiful. Great for fishing. We did some kayaking through the mangroves and it was really wonderful. So we are going to give everybody a few minutes to join in because it takes a little bit for people to remember that we're on, to get their notifications, and for Facebook and Instagram to use their algorithms to let people know that we're here. So, good morning, Coffee Talk Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about why you should be publishing on LinkedIn. I hope everybody's on LinkedIn because especially if you're B2B, it's really, really powerful. And I think most people understand that it's not even just networking. It's finding jobs, it's posting jobs, it's finding interesting articles in your field. It's making really valuable connections. It's solving problems. LinkedIn is an incredible, powerful platform, and everybody should be on it. You know, I encourage my daughter who's in college. She's just started her account too because, you know, she's going to be looking for a job in another year, and it's very, very powerful to start those connections now and to build in your LinkedIn. So it's a toasty, it's actually warm in my office, but it's a toasty like 32, I think, here in the Northeast today. Kind of was a bummer leaving Key West. All right, so I'm going to start because everybody can always watch it over again on our Facebook and our Instagram and our YouTube. So today we're going to talk about 4 compelling reasons as to why you should be publishing on LinkedIn. So everybody knows that when you have your own business, it is critical to network, especially out here in the Northeast, and especially on Long Island. A lot of us on Long Island, we do a lot of business. We'll look you up and everything, but we do a lot of business by, you know, recommendations from other people. We know if our friends have used them and they're reputable, that, you know, we'll take that recommendation and look into it ourselves. So networking is very, very vital out here, and I'm sure it is in most communities. And we know that networking is also super time consuming, right? Like we'll try to do it at lunchtime or after work. And if you own your own business, you know how time consuming this can be, and you're tired, and you know, and you have to go to a networking event from 5 to 7 or whatever. So LinkedIn really is like networking from your desk. It's amazing. You know, you can take your lunchtime, or you can just take an hour and a couple times a week and go on and, you know, check other people out and make connections and, you know, look at people's histories. Tell me this, how many times has someone given you a business card, right? And you've gone on to LinkedIn to look them up? Or better yet, you check into your LinkedIn account and you find out that they've looked you up, right? The day after they met you. I mean, it happens to me all the time. I see people looking me up all the time. And when I go on my LinkedIn, I see that I've been searched and I've come up on a lot of searches. So we know how popular LinkedIn is, and we know that people are checking us out on LinkedIn. So it's important that your profile is up to date and that you have all your information there, and that you can give people as much information about yourself so that they can learn more about you and you can grow authenticity and trust with people. So today what we're really going to focus on is we're going to focus on publishing. Now there's kind of 3 ways to stay active on LinkedIn, right? You can repost something like an article that you see and you like, and you can give a couple words about it, which is great because it keeps you active and it raises awareness to other people about something you think is interesting in your field. You repurpose old content, which we tell people to do all the time, like we do with these videos. These videos will be repurposed on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and they'll go out in an email as well on Thursdays. So we repurpose a lot of our material. And then the last thing is you can publish on your own. So now today we're just going to specifically talk about publishing on LinkedIn, sorry. The thing is about publishing, you don't have to be writing like a white paper about something. You don't have to be writing like, an entire biography. Just make them short, sweet, to the point. Bullet points are great. Top 4, like I'm doing today, top 5, something like that. Takeaways, make it simple for people, but make it useful for people. So that's what I did today for you guys. I'm going to tell you why publishing in 10 to 15 minutes on LinkedIn is really going to be great for your business. All right, so we're going to talk about that. So I already told you that it was, amazing resource and platform, and we ourselves are guilty. Actually, we're starting to get more active on our LinkedIn. I'll be completely honest with you here because we're so busy. Hi, Kelsey. Thanks for joining. We're so busy with our business and with our other clients. It's almost like the shoemaker that the kids have no shoes, right? So we're starting to get more active on our LinkedIn too, because we realize what a great asset it is. And we love LinkedIn. It's just a matter of being super organized and, getting a calendar, which we make calendars all the time. So here's the top 4, okay? First of all, by publishing, okay, when you publish an article, you not only become a resource for other people, but you also become an expert in your field. You always want a reason for people to come to you, right? Not just to buy your product, but you want to be a resource for people because you're becoming something that people are going to go to and say, I know I can get the information. And also they're going to tell their friends, this is a great LinkedIn. This is a great Facebook. This is a great, hey, Dylan, how are you? This is a great, planning is so awesome, gives you a path to follow. I agree, Jerry. Planning is the best. So it gives you, like, for instance, there's like certain people that we absolutely follow on Instagram and Facebook because they're an amazing, amazing resource for us. You can become that on LinkedIn. And we tell people who we follow because we know that they're going to get value from it too. So when you are publishing on LinkedIn, which is a B2B, people are going to start going to you as a resource, and you're going to be growing a huge audience. By growing this audience, you have a ripple effect. And that's what I'm going to talk about now, because you create connections and relationships. And as we know, that's exactly what you're doing when you go out and you network and you shake hands, right? But you're doing it from your desk, basically. Also, when you're going to publish, make sure that you attach images just so they're a little bit more eye-grabbing. So we want to make sure you do that. When you publish, here's another great thing. When you publish, all of your contacts get notified. It's almost like an automatic email. So when they get onto their LinkedIn, they're automatically, something comes up on their feed that you've published something. You don't even have to bother. Once you've created this connection, once you publish, they automatically get it. So, I mean, it's like double duty, right? It's like, today we're going to do this, but then we have to go in and put it into an email and then send it to people. You don't have to bother with that on LinkedIn. It automatically comes up on their feed. That's another great bonus. Here's the third one. Make sure when you publish on LinkedIn, you're using hashtags. So hashtags are not just for Instagram or for Twitter. They are very, very valuable on LinkedIn as well. We search hashtags on LinkedIn, and you can follow hashtags on LinkedIn. If you're not sure how to do that, just go onto your LinkedIn page, or, you can Google it. But it'll show you that you can follow. Like, Jerry, I know you're in real estate, so you could be putting in hashtag real estate, hashtag, Norfolk real estate. You could be putting in all those. So, Jerry, when you go onto your LinkedIn, those articles, those hashtags are going to pop up with any articles in there. So that's super valuable if you're looking for very specific subjects, which of course we do too, right? And then fourthly, once you're published, once your people, your connections, and your network gets notified, they can become your brand ambassadors, right? So they will, if it's a great article, it's easy to read, it's useful, they're going to share yours. Just like if you were to share somebody else's and just write your comment about it, people are going to start sharing yours. I mean, just think of that. That's like the old shampoo commercial, right? And they told 2 friends and they told 2 friends. So your article can go on and on and on you did no work but publish it, right? I mean, you're becoming an authority, you're putting your time and effort into it, but it doesn't take a lot of time and effort. And then the ripple effect of publishing on LinkedIn is tremendous. So we highly, highly suggest that you go onto LinkedIn, you create a great profile, make sure you fill it with all of the things that you like, fill it with your accolades, fill it with your awards, you know, your school connections, if you went to college, if you went further than college to a PhD, master's, anything like that. Fill it with all those connections, because people also search by connections. Where you live, where you went to school, you know, what your industry is, if you're publishing articles. Those are like even more tentacles when you fill out. Hi, Natasha. Hi from Belize. I'm so glad you joined in. Natasha's our good friend from Belize. So when you create your LinkedIn profile, make sure you're constantly filling it, because all those little things that you put on your LinkedIn profile, they are like the tentacles reaching out to anybody else that could possibly be from that college, from that town, from that industry, anything like that. So LinkedIn's a great resource. You guys need to be using it more often. You need to try to publish as much as you can. If you can't publish, go on. Find articles you like, repost them, just write a little note about, you know, why you like this article, what you think your takeaway was, why it's important, and start to really build your own feed on LinkedIn, and you will definitely reap the rewards for that, okay? So thank you so much for joining. We made this nice, short, and sweet for you guys. I appreciate everybody that came in, Jerry and Natasha, and who else came in? Dylan and Kelsey. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day. Try to stay warm. Listen, we're always happy to get any questions. You can always email us, michelle@starkmediany.com or kelsey@starkmediany.com. Give us a call if you're looking for information. We're happy to help small businesses in any way. We're always around. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Stark Media Group. And this will be reposted also in our oh, here's the other thing I didn't want to forget. So on our private Facebook group, it's Stark Media Marketing Group. You can go on and join. We just ask you to answer a couple questions. I've actually added a link on there, and it's from LinkedIn, and it's marketing solutions, the best practices for creating content marketing. So when you create something like a blog or white paper or something like that, and you put it out onto social media platforms like LinkedIn, it's called content marketing. So when we say content marketing, that's what that is. So I put a link on our private Facebook group. You guys, please join us. And it's actually a link from LinkedIn about the best practices for content marketing. I think it's really worth it. There's several sections there, so you can, you know, look at it at your leisure, or you guys can Google it too if you want to. But it's a super helpful guide, because LinkedIn wants you to get the most out of their platform as well, right? So, all right, that's the last thing. Have a great day, guys. Thanks so much, and we will see you next Tuesday for Coffee Talk Tuesday. All right, have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.